Hey guys, I'm canning grapes today. I've had a bumper crop of grapes and I'm making grape juice. I do it a couple different ways and I'm going to show you how to do these today. I picked all my grapes. This variety is not quite as sweet. I'm not sure exactly what its name is. I planted this probably 10 or 12 years ago before I really got into canning real hard. And they never did produce very well. And doing anything, it's a learned process. And when I was down at the Amish this spring, I was down there and one of the guys was telling me he was trimming his grapes. And I went, okay. So I came home and trimmed my grapes. And oh my lands, I've had a bumper crop. Thank the Lord. So anyway, I'm going to can my grape juice. So I've got my quart jars, I've got them cleaned, I've got them sterile, and I've got my, what usually is a ring and flat. I'm using a button cap this time, so it's just one solid one. So they're already hot over there. My water is heating in my water bath canner. Remember when you water bath can anything, the water has to be over the top of the jar 2 inches. And once it starts rolling, I mean it's boiling good, you start your timer and these will be 30 minutes. Yeah, 30 minutes. So anyway, I'm going to put 2 cups of grapes in here. These in here. Won't hurt if there's a little more. And because these aren't a super sweet, a lot of recipe calls for sugar. I'm not a big sugar person, and so I'm going to be adding honey. You can add as much as you want. I'm not going to add a super amount. I just want some sweetness, not a whole lot. Okay, and then I've had my kettle going and my water is boiling, and so you fill it up and leave an inch of headspace. Now if you're canning and it calls for an inch of headspace on your jar, look right here, this bottom ring, if you leave everything, you come up to there, that's automatic an inch of headspace. Okay, so you don't have to have a little measurement thing to measure. I know a lot of people do. But this bottom ring right here, if you leave that, that's an inch of headspace. Now, if you need 2 inches for some reason, it'd be on down the jar. If you only need a quarter, you bring it on up. But most everything at least requires 1 inch. And so just go to that bottom. Another tip for you, always take a paper towel with vinegar on it and wipe around the rings of the mouth opening of your jar. Excuse me. And you will get off any sugar, any salt, any residue that might keep it from sealing. So always do that. Then get out your ring and flat, which is normal, but this one is a button cap. Remember, finger tight, just barely to its. You can't turn it anymore, and then just go squeeze, just barely, not much, just barely, just so it don't flop off while it's trying to can. If it's too loose, then it may unscrew and come off. So you want to just barely till you can't turn it like that, and then just a little bit, just so it's tight enough that it won't come off during canning. So there's what our grape, and then of course after it cans and sits on the shelf for 6 to 8 weeks, it should be purpley and beautiful. So we're going to put those in our water bath canner. So as I said, we'll bring this up to a boil. It's already hot and the water I'm putting in is boiling. And then we'll bring it up, of course, 2 inches above your jar top. Boil it for 30 minutes, then shut it off. Take your lid off of your canner and turn your vent fan on so it'll suck all that heat out. But anyway, leave it for about 20 minutes. Then you can carefully with your jar lifter take them out and sit them on your cabinet on a dish towel or something, and then make sure you also cover them with your dish towel, and then leave them for 24 hours to see if they all seal. Now if they don't seal, the ones that are sealed, put in your cabinet. They're good. Mark the top of them, grapes, and your date. The date's not really necessary because these things are going to be good for lots and lots of years. I know the recommended 18 months, but canned things will last a lot longer. Open it, smell it, see if it smells good. Most of the time, that is a good thing. You have to do this for your family, okay? So if you're not comfortable with it, don't do it. But anyway, this is how I'm canning. This is stuff I use for my family. If you want to follow along and do it, great. If you don't and you don't trust it, don't do it. It's as simple as that. You can do it, you don't have to. Use your own conscience, okay? Okay? So anyway, I'm going to can these grapes up, and I'm sure they'll be good this winter. Anyway, I hope that you are learning something here. And if I say something wrong, a lot of times I'll go back and watch the video before I post it, and I'll see something, I left something out. Usually I pop it right in the comments below, so always at least read the first comment or two just to make sure if I've posted something you can read it, okay? But, you know, let me know how it's going, and if these are helping you, let me know. I'd love to hear from you, okay? Well, thanks a lot, and happy canning, guys.